Hello guys, my name is Master Trillable and today I'm bringing you guys a video on Unity. It's been a long time since I've been doing a Unity tutorial, and I finally decided, because I promised you guys I'd bring out some Unity tutorials on how to make your own indie game since I'm a developer for an indie game. And I haven't been doing so well because of my busy schedule. I'm very busy. Either I'm working on other projects, or I'm working on my game, or I'm doing something else that's very important. And so I thank you guys for sticking around. And today, I'm not going to be doing the main menu stuff because there's a bunch of other tutorials out there. And by the time you guys watch this, I'm going to be taking down my other first main menu tutorial because there's just so many out there that you really don't need my help to do it. But this is something that gave me a little bit of trouble at first, and so let me explain exactly what I'm going to be teaching. I'm going to be teaching you how to use Rain Indie. Rain Indie is an AI application that allows you to have your own AI in the game. All you need is this package here, Rain, in the project tab, and this will give you this Rain thing up here as well. There will be a download link in the description to download Rain. Rain comes with an automatic update feature. You can also turn that off, and if you turn it off, just go to Rain and then check for updates to see if you have the recent update. So basically, we're going to be doing a waypoint system where we can have a path defined by our computer. So kind of like in games where you see like a patrol officer or unit just patrolling a certain area, they're following a path set there by the computer. So basically, first what I want to do is definitely make the hierarchy a little bit smaller, giving me a little bit more room. We're going to make a game object cube here. And first things first, we're going to make the ground. Yes, we have to make the ground so that there's something for our player to be walking on. We're then going to want to recenter it. Alright. We're then going to go to game object, create a capsule. This capsule is going to be known as our player. Don't worry about the colors for right now. I'll fix them in a moment. Okay, so now we have our player and our ground. So that's pretty amazing. Not really. Well, we're not going to create another material. I'm going to name this blue. Just because I'm going to be making the color of this blue. That's a crappy blue, but we're going to go to game object, create other, and a directional light to kind of light up the thing. Let's pop up the main camera here and tilt it down. Now, game object, other, and a cube. Basically what I'm trying to do for you guys real quickly is set up a little bit of a thing, a map, so to speak, so that you guys don't have to wait very long. You guys can skip the video at this time because I'm just building the map. Alright, well, okay, well actually, I was going to add some more, but this is good enough. The first thing the player is going to, or the AI bot is going to need to move around is a navigational mesh. So you're going to go to the Rain, create navigational mesh. It's going to have this navigational mesh here. Yeah, the rig, I'm going to just manually scale it because of what we need it to be and what size. Or you can, actually change the size. With this guy's thing, you can change the mesh color. Normally for mesh color, for me, I go with a green. Again, you don't have to. And then you're going to click create generate navigational mesh, and it's depending on the size of your mesh that you've defined. It's going to take for your uh, mesh to actually generate. Now you see the areas in green are the areas now that the AI will be able to freely travel when we set it up. The blue areas are not. So we're going to actually go in and fix that later, and I'm going to show you how to actually bypass to make it from blue to green. So, but now what we're going to need to go is to go to the player, click rain, and click create AI. This is going to give us the AI system that we really need. But before we set any other thing up in there, we're going to just click out of that, click rain, and click create waypoint route. Not network, but route. Once we have that set up, we can add a marker. I'm going to add a marker here to, so basically if you're wondering what I'm doing, is I'm kind of just setting up real quickly a path that I want my AI to follow. Whoops. Whoa. Alright, well anyway, oh, I thought I completely just, oh my god, alright. I have no idea why it wants to be this way, but, oh, you know, this is actually good. I wanted to make it all the way around the obstacle, but as you see, I'm having technical difficulties, sorry. It's late at night, I can't speak. Now, so now that we have the waypoint route set up, there's different options we can do. But first, we're going to need to be, the player has an AI system on it, however, it's completely dumb. You have to actually tell it what to do. So we're going to go click on the head, under the AI, under the player, which it says mine, and we're going to go to open behavior editor. And it's going to open up this behavior tree. You're going to want to, I've already have one created called robot, but we're going to create a new one. And I'm going to call this YouTube. And basically you're going to hit OK. And it's going to add the YouTube. And then it's going to have root. Don't ever, well, you can, but it's just a lot easier to have this name to root. And so under root, we're going to go create actions, custom patrol waypoints. Oops, that's not what I chose. Create actions, custom patrol waypoints. And you're going to get waypoint patrol. You can rename this to whatever. I'm going to name it to patrol. Now, repeat. You're going to want to save that forever. Really doesn't matter. Now, over here where we have the waypoint route set up, you're going to want to go to the waypoint route. And I am going to just call it way for the simplicity of this tutorial. Now, go back in here under patrol, and where it says waypoint route, we're going to have way. Because that's our patrol. That's our route that we want selected. That's our waypoint system that we have. Now we can select reverse or forward or the loop type. Now, if I had it going around the whole box, I would want loop, and it would just loop that and you just keep going around the box and box. However, ping pong is going to go to the last waypoint and then turn around and go back. And since mine doesn't have all the way around the box, I'm going to have it on ping pong. You could have it on one way so he stops. Oops. And so yeah, you can have that. Now, you're going to need a move target variable. I'm going to just call this next. Then under patrol, again, you're going to create actions and move. The move, you're going to want to have the move target set to next, and that's what we just called the other one, because basically when it's on the path, it's going to find the next waypoint that's connected, and it's going to assign it to the variable next. And then this one, this move, is actually going to tell the AI to move to the next target, which is the next waypoint. And then we're going to have him moving at a speed of 2. You can also have him face the target that you want. You can have him turn the speed, close enough distance or close enough angle to the waypoint. There's a lot of stuff you can do that you can look more detail into the Rain website. And you can have this repeat forever as well. Once you click out of this, we've set up the actual, sorry, there. So we've set up the actual AI, the behavior tree. Now we actually have to go in here and go to the assets and assign him the tree that we just made. So now he's thinking what we're doing. But the only thing is when we go back to that navigational mesh, in order for the player to actually move to the points that we set up for him to do, he has to be in the green part of the area. He's in the blue part, and no matter where we move him, he's going to be in the blue part because that's what the navigational mesh thinks. He's interfering with the mesh. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to go to the player, and we're going to tag him as a player. And then under navigational mesh, this is where I told you I was going to bypass it. If you go to the ignored tags, and you increase the size by 1, and then you go to the element 1, or element 0, sorry, and you type in player, and then you scroll down and create a navigational again, or refresh the navigational. It's going to look for the tag players, and if it's seen, it's gonna ignore it. So as you can see, it's now ignored the player. We can do the same thing for the box, but sometimes you might not want to have the box ignored, because if you have the box ignored, it means that it's now green, so the player could basically rub up against the wall. So I mean, that's up to you. Now, if you hit play, we're gonna end up seeing here what our AI will do. And it's going to do exactly what we told it to do. And it's going to follow the waypoint one by one. As soon as it loads up. Okay, there we go. So as you see, oh. Okay. Alright, so it's kind of, it's stopped. But that's because I know what happened. If we go back in our behavior tree, well, maybe that fixes it. I will be back when I fix it. Alright, well actually that did fix it. So you can see now that the move was set to forever. So it's just kind of repeating that same movement, and it shouldn't have. So as you see, by changing it to never, it's just going to always do what we want it to do, and that's just going to be following the paths that we set up with Waypoint. Waypoints have been used for a long time. It's in a very effective way for your AI to move around the navigational mesh. And if you see here our navigational mesh, now I believe, no offense, but if we were to take Waypoint 4 and stab it right there, you're gonna notice that it's actually the end of the waypoint is actually in the blue part of the mesh. And so I don't know if he'll be able to go in there. Because yeah, as you can see, he's stopped. Um, and he's supposed to stop because right now the next waypoint, he doesn't have a clue where it is because it's inside that blue part of the navigation. I prove that to you. As you see, it's right there on the dab edge. So if I go in, select the waypoint 4 and move it just out, he should start moving again. Yeah, he should. Yeah, I might have broke him. Yeah, I broke him. But anyway, he doesn't have a clue where it is. And I'm pretty sure he can't do that. Now, there's a bunch of other tutorials if you want to actually have a model to do it instead of a capsule, and you want a model to be animated and seem like it's walking. There's ways to do that. I know how to do that, but I don't actually have a model or any animations to show you how to add those, so you're just gonna have to look up some videos on how to do that. And so this is just a neat little point system that I had set up. This is a thing I had set up earlier, and you can see it's a little bit bigger. And this is when I showed you that I had that behavior tree set up before. This guy is going to do the same. He's just going to hop on this thing. And this is where, if you had it set to loop instead of ping pong, like we did, he's never going to turn around, even though, if you see that the last waypoint, which is over here, well, basically it's right there. And the first waypoint, which you can't see, it's behind the first box, the little tiny one, that they're not connected by one of those lines. And so there's no connection. However, when it's on loop, instead of just like teleporting them to the first waypoint, it will follow the waypoint as if it was connected. So instead of ping ponging where soon he should turn around and head all the way back, he's going to continue the patrol pattern that we set out, as you can see there. So it's a neat little system. Rain. There's going to be a link in the description so you guys can go download it yourselves. It's a very neat little program. And so I want to thank the developers of Rain for bringing us this very nice AI piece of equipment. It's very easy to work with and very easy to create models and, well, not models, but create AI systems and brains and intelligence. And there's a lot of potential with the Rain. So if you're looking for a very lightweight AI program, pathfinding included, and of other things like detecting, like detecting visual objects. Like in some games, if you get in the way of a patrol officer, it will detect you. You can do that with Rain. You can also do it with audio. I'm not going to show you how to do it in this episode, but it's really cool. You guys need to check out Rain. It's a very lightweight application. Well, not even an application. It's a lightweight plugin for Unity that I really enjoyed, and I'm going to definitely be integrating this AI system into a lot of my indie games that I'm going to be producing. And I just wanted to thank the developers for bringing us this very neat little piece of plugin. So that's all I have to say, guys. Thanks a lot for tuning in. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe for more awesome, cool videos and help out this channel a lot. That would mean so much to me. And if you enjoy these videos and want more of them, hit the like button. Even if you didn't like it, my email will be in the description. Please email me if you have any questions, uh, uh, concerns, or suggestions. Really, suggestions about how to make my videos better. I know I'm using Bandicam, not the best. I would be using Camtasia, uh, my regular recording application. However, Camtasia right now is throwing a fit with me, and I can't run two applications like Unity and Camtasia at the same time on this computer, so I'm sorry about that. But I hope you guys learned something. If you have any questions or yours isn't working, hit me up and I'll be able to answer those questions as best as I can. And like I said, please subscribe and like this video. Email me with questions, concerns, or comments. Anything. I'm open all the time. So even if you aren't a very good programmer, I honestly highly recommend using Rain Indie as an AI system. Um, you'll get a lot of effects out of the Rain Indie AI system. So again, link in the description. Thanks, guys. I'm signing.